Does military service count towards retirement pay? Well, there's a kernel of truth that a lot of folks seem to miss when nailing down the specifics about military service and retirement pay. So, firstly, let's break this down with the basics. When you serve in the U.S. military, you're accruing time towards what's called a military retirement. However, military retirement pay isn't your traditional 401(k) or the kind of pension you'd find in the private sector. Military retirement is unique in that once you've hit that sweet spot, 20 years of service, you're eligible for retirement pay based on a percentage of your base pay. It gets even more interesting in recent years with the introduction of the Blended Retirement System, BRS, which blends the traditional retirement pay with benefits akin to a 403(b) or a 401(k), with government matching to boot. Now, shifting gears to the core of your question, does military service count toward retirement pay in the civilian sense? If we're talking about Social Security, then yes, absolutely. Your military service earns you work credits just like any other job, affecting your eligibility for Social Security. However, if we're talking about working for the federal government after military service, it gets a bit more complex. You can buy back your military time to count toward federal civilian retirement. It's a process known as making a deposit for post-1956 military service. And, as with most things governmental, it involves paperwork and a formula to calculate the cost. Here's the nuts and bolts of it. You pay a deposit, a percentage of your military base pay, and once it's paid, your military service years are added to your federal service years to bump up that retirement annuity. Living in Portland, Oregon, where we have a fair number of federal employees and veterans, I've seen the benefits firsthand of people who've accrued military time and translated that into federal service, painting a broader stroke of security for their twilight years. The big takeaway here, like a cryptic treasure map where X marks the spot, is to make sure you're aware of all the provisions and to carefully explore the path that leads to retirement benefits. Whether you're a veteran or still serving, there's a lighthouse of resources out there to help illuminate the way to your well-earned retirement pay. And remember, square away your situation earlier rather than later. Time has a habit of sprinting away when it comes to planning for your golden years.